Good afternoon from the Baltimore PDC. My name is Tamar Smith. I'm an operations leader here on second shift. My safety commitment is think safety, work safely, be safe. And what we're going to show you today is how I would review my Fmds board with my production manager. So for safety in the bulk zone, our Hoshin target was 18. In September, we didn't have any incidents. So we are at 29, so we are over our target. So we're not meeting there. For our OSHA recordables, we're allowed 0.75 for the year, trying to reduce it about 50% in the bulk area. We did not have any in September, but we are currently at 6 for the year, for the calendar year, which is based on 12 months. So again, we get a red X for that. Currently in October, we don't have any OSHA recordables. So we're making our goal there. For the total year of our main KPI, overall in the building, we had 56 incidents. And then the sub KPI, breaking it down for bulk and cage loading and dock, we have 29. So 29 total incidents. When I break that down further, what we see is a majority of our incidents involve our blue module. So when I did this, when I started tracking this, we currently had 10. That number has increased to 15 now. What's happening is I reviewed all the near miss incidents and found out that there's a couple different ways these are happening. It's either behavioral, by not securing the module onto the cart, or it is environmental, where the cart is failing either by the spring or the tab. Some functionality is allowing the cart to come off. So what happens is, if you root cause it, the team member picks up the module onto the cart, they start driving to the next destination, and then when they make a turn, that cart slides off of the module slides off of the cart. So when we root cause it, the module is sliding off the cart. The module is not why, it's because the module is not secure. Why a team member is not ensuring module is secure. So root causing, team member is not ensuring module is secure. What we also found out is, again, the spring or the tab is failing. So there is some engineering that we need to do. So our countermeasures are to communicate daily as a reminder, always start our breakout with the safety commitment, and then we're going to find out if we can find a poke-yoke. So can we engineer a safety fail so that the modules won't continue to come off.
Tomorrow, so on the incident, so you said you have 15 month to date?
15 as of now, yes. As of end of September is 15 now.
End of September.
Yes.
So what I'd like to do is have you to update it to show the 15. But when you break those 15 down, where are they occurring? Where are all the incidents occurring?
They occur all over the warehouse. So it's from immediately when you pick up the module at the dock, and then a lot of times it's they drive straight. The associates are driving straight, so the module doesn't fall off the cart until they get ready to make a turn. So it happens all throughout the warehouse.
So it'd be good to show that breakdown of exactly where they're occurring.
Okay.
So what are the causes? What does the SOP state? When team members pick modules up off of the shipping lane?
Well, we did a couple things actually. Again, we talked about it in breakout. Then we updated the SOP to say to make sure your module is secure before pulling away from the dock. Then we also added signage up at the dock that says ensure your module is secure. There's stop signs, and they're on each one of the lanes, those signs. And then we also kind of came up with a little jingle, and it was shake it before you take it. So you got to shake the module to make sure it's on there before you take off. So we even had that little jingle that I have the team saying, during breakout.
Yes. So are they shaking it, based on your observations, dock observations, or are they shaking it when they grab the module and secure it?
For the most part, they do. They probably could get better at it, but yeah, a lot of people do shake it.
Yeah. When you break down the root causes, are they mechanical issues? Are the brakes working? Are the tabs working? So what are the exact issues of why these incidents are occurring?
Yeah, so from a behavioral standpoint, there's two different things. It's behavioral and environmental. From a behavioral standpoint, if that module does not go all the way onto the cart, if it lays on the flap that holds the cart on, if you don't make sure that flap is up, it'll easily slide back off. So that's the behavioral part where they're not shaking it to make sure to ensure it's on. The environmental, the mechanical is if a spring breaks, or if the foot pedal breaks, or if a tab breaks off that controls the foot pedal, it allows the flaps to open in the incorrect direction, and then the module could fly off based on the weight, just the weight of what's on the module. So it's actually both. So we're actually working with the vendor to see if he can come up with a pokey-yoke to prevent this from happening. And also we had our project team on first shift to come up with a kind of a locking system. So it's manual, so it doesn't really stop the associate from pulling off, but at least they should have a lock in their hand and they know they have to lock that module in before they get back on their stock chaser and take away. So we just started testing that a couple days ago. We're getting a couple associates to try it out, but it will just have to become behavioral to make sure that you lock the module in.
Yeah. So from a TBP breakdown, it would be good to show where the incidents are occurring, and then what the incidents are or the causes, because you may find out that you have 4 that where the brake is not working properly or the tab is broke down, and that could be your main area of focus. So it'd be good to visualize that on your TBP breakdown, here.
Okay.
Okay. So let's go through the countermeasures. What are some of the things you've done for countermeasures?
Yeah, so like I said, so we talk about it daily. During breakout, we came up with our little slogan, shake it before you take it. We sent out one of our carts to a vendor to see if they could come up, engineer like a fail-safe for pokey-yoke for that. Haven't got anything back from them, but like I said, we had our project team see if they could come up with something, and then we've been testing that out for the past 2 days. And then the signage up at the dock to make sure they ensure the cart is safe. So those are some of the countermeasures.
Have you reached out to any other facilities that they have carts and see if they're having some of the same issues, or see what they've put in place?
Yeah, so we did reach out to PCK. I know over in their bin section they have a lever system that keeps their modules on their carts that they push around. So we gave that to the vendor to see if that would be a possibility that we could put on to our carts as well. We thought about the tugger carts that they drive around at PCK, but that probably wouldn't work for us.
Yeah. Anything like that, again, the biggest thing is try to engineer out the behavior. So if we can reach out maybe with the PCK again, with their maintenance department, and see if they could offer any guidance, that would be definitely be good. Okay. So let's talk about where you are today.
Yeah. So as I stated, we have 15 as of now. May we had 3, June we had 0, July we had 1, August we had 2, and then September we had 0.
Okay.
So as of the end of September, we haven't had any other incidents.
Yeah. In August, so you had on 8/8 and 8/14.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Which brings me back to another thing. So that the time of day wouldn't, you think a time of day of the incidents would make a difference to break it down, or did you see anything there?
No, it happens all the time. Of course, it happens on second shift, but
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
just during the picking shift.
Okay. All right. So for September, you said you've had 0 for September.
0 for September.
But for October, you've had how many?
October, we had 2 so far.
Okay.
So I'll need to update that we got
Okay.
2 in October.
Yeah. So so this shows August and September. So you
Yep.
need to show another tracking sheet for October as well.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. So like I said, reach out and touch PCK and see if the maintenance department would be able to help us out. See if they can provide us with any guidance, and also follow with the vendor. How long has the vendor had the cart?
It's been about a month.
Okay.
So
We may need to reach out and touch other vendors in this area as well. See if they can offer any suggestions or solutions.
actually, we did have an associate give us a
Mm-hmm.
name and number of another vendor, so we might reach out and try them.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Then for is just to summarize, so the breakdown, make sure you on the TBP piece, go back and break it down by location and the type of incidents, and the other piece is again to follow up with the vendor and see if we can reach out to other vendors and also follow back up with the PCK. All right, thanks.
Okay, thanks.
Appreciate it.